what is charity? What is true charity? Charity is a universal feeling of benevolence, wanting to help others. There are charity manifests in us in 4 different ways. The lowest charity is the first form of charity that anyone can do is the material charity, the objects, the money, the checks, the cash that we give to others. When we give people money or anything money can buy, we are doing material charity. You give food to the orphans, or you give blankets to the destitute. Your friend has to go somewhere, so you send your car and driver to take your friend there. You're doing charity of a material kind. The second level of charity is physical charity. In physical charity, you're not merely doling out stuff, but you're involving the effort of your physical body as well. So, it's the difference between sending your car and driver to drop your friend somewhere versus you driving your friend somewhere. Here, not only are you employing your material resources, but also the resources of your physical body. You are putting in your own effort, you are putting in your own inconvenience to do that. So, this is the second level. The third level of charity is where you involve your mind and intellect too. You no doubt are doing physical, you are doing material, you are doing physical, but you are involving your mind and intellect too. There are many people who do a lot of charity. They give a lot of stuff to other people and even inconvenience themselves in helping them, but they suffer from the taint of wanting people to be in a particular way. An emotional, intellectual kind of charity is where you can give with your mind and intellect. So, a person is in a way that you don't particularly like, but you are charitable enough to allow him to be the person he wants to be, not the person you want him to be. That is a kind of charity too. It is a higher form of charity because you are now involving your mind and intellect. You are giving of your emotions and you are giving of your reason. There are some people who go to old age homes also and sit with the old people and share with them, share in them in the sense talk to them, spend time with them and share their emotions with them. And this is all emotional charity. And there are people who teach who are doing intellectual charity. So, this is a higher grade, a subtler charity because you are involving your mind and intellect, not just your material resources, not only your physical body, but now also your mind and intellect. But the highest form of charity, as given in the Bhagavad Gita, is Swadhyaya Jnana Yajna. To go lock yourself in your room and study your scriptures. That doesn't even sound like charity. Why is that even charitable? Because if you were to study your scriptures, if you were to think deeply and reflect on scriptural knowledge, you will unfold the self within. And once you have unfolded the self within, what you will be giving is the self. You will be giving the knowledge of the self. You will be helping people enlighten themselves. You are at the level of a Buddha or a Mahavir or a Rama or a Krishna, a Christ or a Muhammad. They have lived and died many years ago, many centuries ago, and yet we are benefiting from that wisdom. So, the Bhagavad Gita says the highest form of charity you can do, just go back to your room and become wise, unfold the self within, and then what you will be giving is the self. You may never open your mouth like a Ramana Maharishi, but what you will be given, what you will be giving to everybody, and everybody will benefit out of this, will be the noble knowledge of the self. So, the highest form of charity is giving the knowledge of the self, and the reason you can do such a high form of charity is because through study and reflection you have completely eradicated your own personality. So, the lowest level is material service, the second is physical service, meaning your own effort, the third is giving with your mind and intellect, and the highest form of giving is giving the knowledge of the self, which comes out of self-study. So, the highest form of charity, they say, the Bhagavad Gita says, is self-study, learning the knowledge of your scriptures quietly in your own room.